She is my all seasons child, meaning that, she's up, she's happy. In the winter time, she's that person that want to give you a hug, and she's always that person that want to make you smile. So the immature one, because she's the baby, of course, but for the most part, she embraces life.
I would say I'm creative, um, very outgoing in certain situations, funny. My mom played D1 at Youngstown State. My oldest brother Omari played at Villanova basketball, and Erasmus right now is playing at Temple University.
She was the little sister that always wanted to follow behind her big brothers. You know, growing up, she competed to the highest level because she saw that's what they did, and she wanted to be able to play with them. And being the only girl gave her a sense of ownership, but it also made her want to do bigger and better things than her older brothers.
I started playing basketball in third grade, and my first coach ever was my mom. Ooh, that was a journey. That was a journey. Because she like, your parents are more hard on you compared to others. So it's more that type of dynamic during that time.
Yeah, that lasted all but a short minute because I'm a treat you like an athlete. I was a college coach myself. So um, they look for the mom hat. And she's like, can you take off the coaching and be just my mom? So I'm like, I'm going to try to make you the best that you can be. And with that, sometimes come bittersweet love, you know?
We did butt heads a lot. It was one time we were in a championship game and we were ahead, and I got the rebound and I heard somebody say, take off. And so I did.
The clock doesn't start until you cross half court, and you had 10 seconds, maybe it was 15 seconds to get across half court. It was only 9 seconds left in the game, and we was up by 1 point against the undefeated team of our little league, and we were in last place. So all I told her to do was, Taiyier, get the ball and dribble it in the back court, let the time go out, we win the game, and we win the championship.
So I go down the court with the ball and I completely blew the layup, and the other team got it, came back down, scored, and we lost. My mom was so mad at me.
Yeah, we were so close, so close. But it's a lesson learned, and I was so upset because I just knew we had that victory. It's all out of love at the end of the day, and I think at such a young age she didn't understand it. I never coached her again, but I picked or selected coaches that I thought would not be easy on her, and she trusted my judgment because of that.
So she stuck with being the supportive mom in the stands instead. And like after every game, she'd give her feedback on what she saw. I feel like it helped me grow a lot. From her insight, she'd tell me like, oh, when you're posting up, do this type of footwork compared to that to make my job easier.
You never want to feel like you let your children down, but understanding that whatever I say to you, I have your best interest at heart. I always have that gray area, but it's going to be direct. And what I mean by that is sometimes I don't sugarcoat things for them, but we do have a relationship that she can come to me for anything. And I mean anything. And it'll be okay.
It's beautiful actually to have that connection with your mom because like no matter what, you know that she's there for you.
We sat down as a family and talked about everything. But I did notice that when it came to her selecting a university, one of her biggest things was staying closer to home. and finding a coach that mirrored some of the values or a lot of the values that I had.
I technically knew I wanted to come to Michigan State. It was 8th grade. And I took my first visit here. And once I walked into Breslin, the gym, it just felt like I was supposed to be here. But I told my mom that. She was like, well, sweetie, you have to wait. You're only in 8th grade. And like, but back in my mind, I knew I wanted to come here.
When we met with Coach Susie, we both knew she was the one that had the mother nurture type in her repertoire, but also was hard nosed and would encourage, push, and sometimes have to wear that hat of "I'm not your friend today."
When I tore my ACL for the first time, a couple people backed away from me, but Michigan State stayed. And then when I tore it again, they increased their attention towards me, and that helped me build a more personal relationship because you stuck by me through tough times, and I appreciate that. I'm real big on loyalty and family, so I saw that with Michigan State.